Okay. You're in tune to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And I'm late to the party. Josh Taylor, we're in the fourth round. Oh, lovely body shot. Lovely body shot from Catterall. Catterall's won every round on my card thus far. Taylor's going to win the fourth round with 1 minute remaining of the fourth round. Sorry, I'm late to the party. Wasn't going to cover this one, but I was enjoying it so much, I thought, let me share. Let me share with y'all. It's Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. How do you do? It's Catches Taylor versus Catterall. Josh Taylor versus Catterall. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4. These shots are slow from Catterall, but they all landed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good Lord, who won this round? Still got it to Josh Taylor in the fourth round. But the first, second, and third round I have scored for Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall ain't no punk. He's winning this fight by my scorecards. How about y'all? Yeah, I wasn't going to go live. I was not going to go live. But I done changed my mind. What's going on here? This is spicy, mate. This is spicy. I gave that last round. That's the first round I've given to Taylor, and even that was close. Let me get the beats on. There's the beats. I'm not where the beats at. Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's no hold bars. God. It's both men giving it some. Giving it some. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Let me make sure the thing is right. Let me go into this thing. Let me go in the back door. Let me go through the back door. Okay. Let's get this on. All right, so okay, now we good. Now we golden. Okay, let's do this thing. It's impromptu. It's now the fifth round. 30 seconds into the fifth round, and Jack Catterall is winning by 3 rounds to 1. I gave the first 3 rounds to Jack Catterall. He started the better fighter. He settled in. The quickest. Josh Taylor just complained. He lunged in. He got a head to the side of his face, and Josh Taylor complained. That's highly uncharacteristic. Josh Taylor, the dirtier fighter in this fight. He's done some dirty things. I haven't seen that from Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall may have the collaterals at the end of this fight. I reiterate, I've got Jack. Oh, my God. 1, 2, 3 from Catterall. All in the mush. All in the pie hole of Josh Taylor. 1, 2, 3. Good Lord. Looked like he kind of stunned him as well. Not necessarily rocked him, but certainly stunned him. OMG. Are we in for an upset tonight? Cal L up in the building with me. Lisa Bales up in the building with me. I don't even want to look away. I ain't even going to move that cursor. Oh, my gosh. Who was that? Josh Taylor came in with a nice uppercut and a left hook, which misses. Josh Taylor looking to do work on the inside, but I think he was really stunned by that. I think he was stunned by the 1, 2, 3 to the pie hole. I was coming in close. I think Josh has decided that his best way to win this fight is to keep it super close. He just rubs his eye, expecting to see blood on the thumb. But I think he's rattled, mate. I think he's rattled. Don't mean he's going to lose, but he's definitely rattled. And he knows he has to be focused. Jack Catterall, the silent assassin. That's what I'm going to call him. He don't talk much. He's very calm and unassuming. But The silent assassin. Okay, so round 5. Josh Taylor trying to bully his way through the fight, trying to make it rough and kind of dirty. But Catterall is composed. His composure personified. And now Taylor breaking the rules again, lying all over Catterall. And Catterall wins the 5th round according to my scorecards. OMG. Fifth round goes to Catterall. Catterall putting on an excellent display. Definitely smart to wise up. He's bringing the heat. Maybe. Lisa Bales up in the building. Catterall is looking very, very good. Filoso 82. Catterall definitely wants them belts. Got the eye of the tiger now. Okay, we're in the 6th round. Catterall comes in with a triple jab, and then gets Josh Taylor in a headlock. This is fun stuff out here. Thank you for joining me. Hello and welcome to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. We're in the 6th round of Taylor versus Catterall, and Catterall is winning this fight according to my scorecards by 4 rounds to 1. OMG. Don't like Josh Taylor doing a lot of punching around behind the ear. Punching behind the ear, leaning on. He's using every trick in the book. It's kind of dirty, to be honest with you. I got to call it like I see it. Okay, they're looking, they're eyeing up each other right now. Tactical stuff. Josh Taylor, the taller man. But, whoa, nice jab to the jaw of Taylor from Catterall. Catterall's the one who zoned in quicker. Oh, nice. Lovely work by Catterall. Another jab to the dome of Taylor from Catterall. Taylor comes in close now, lands one to the body. But is it enough? OMG. Are we looking at an upset here? An effective 1-2 from Taylor, who's bleeding from below the eye, beneath the eye. Okay, nice 1-2 from Catterall. Lands nicely. Taylor tries to get Catterall in a headlock, fails. Catterall comes from round the outside. Double jab from Catterall. Glancing. Jab from Taylor. Misses. Another one out of range. Catterall lights Taylor up. Well, not lights him up, but gives him a good touching up right there. Boom. 1-2. Straight to the dome piece of Josh Taylor. And I'm going to say it now. Josh Taylor is beginning to look like a beaten man. Just slightly. Only in the eyes of the referee. 10 seconds to go of the 6th round. And are we looking at an upset? 1, 2, 3, 4 from Catterall. And then he palms Josh Taylor away. But Josh Taylor can't say ish because Josh Taylor been fighting a little bit dirty. That round goes to Catterall. We're heading into the 7th round, and I've only given Josh Taylor 1 round. OMG. I kind of kept quiet about this one because I had a funny feeling. I got a feeling. Ooh. Thomas McGregor, what's happening to your boy? Your boy's taking a beating. What's going on? He's got to. Looks like, I don't know about TKO or KO, but certainly Catterall is in the lead by 5 rounds to 1 on my card. OMG. Let me ring the bell. Oh, gosh. It's more food. It's more food. The hell was that? There we go. Okay, we're in the 7th round. Catterall has Taylor in a headlock. Taylor punches from that position. OMG. And Josh Taylor once again hits Catterall square at the back of the head. He's been warned a couple of times, but surely it's time for a point deduction. Oh my God, he does it again. Taylor does it again. He's hit Catterall and behind the head 2 times blatantly in this round alone. We're in the 7th round. OMG, totally unacceptable. Catterall gets him in a headlock again. Josh looks a bit more composed this round. He understands what's happening. He understands what's at stake. He understands that he has to get composed. Josh Taylor puts Catterall in a headlock this time. They're exchanging who gets in the headlock. Oh, nice jab from Catterall. And another. And another. Throws the left, goes over the top. Okay. Josh came with about 3 shots there, but all of them missed. Catterall is hitting. He has a higher connection percentage ratio. I ain't got a computer, but I can see. Saw it with my own 2 eyes. Double jab from Catterall. Kind of misses. It's 55 seconds left of the 7th round, and I'm finding it very difficult to score rounds for Josh. Oh my God, kidney shot from Taylor. Almost every shot he throws is dirty. Every other shot that Josh Taylor throws is dirty. I'm sorry. I know we got plenty of Josh Taylor fans here, but I have to be honest. Almost every other shot that Josh Taylor throws is a dirty shot. If it's not behind the head, it's, well, to be honest, you are allowed to hit people in the kidneys, but the man had his back to whatever. Now he's wrestling. Now he's grappling him. Listen, Josh Taylor's fighting very, very, it ain't Queensbury, mate. I don't know what it is, but it ain't. Oh, punching on the brakes, punching behind the head. How many punches behind the head? I'm sick and tired of counting them. Oh, gosh. Sick and tired of counting them. Okay. Okay. Looks like Josh Taylor. I have to give this one to Josh Taylor. Yeah, you won that one. He puts his hand up. He knows he won that one. He knows he won that one. incredible. This is incredible. Oh my gosh, I've been on mute all the time. Josh Taylor got dropped in the 8th round. Who's that smiling? Looks like a... Yeah, sorry about that. Josh Taylor got dropped in the 8th round. That's a 10-8 round. That's a 10-8 round. The 8th round is a 10-8 round. 10-8. That's the 8th round. We're going into the 9th. OMG. I think Josh Taylor needs a knockdown now. Josh Taylor needs... that was this... What's this knockdown again? Boom. Oh my gosh. Right on the ear. 2 left hooks right on the ear. 2 left hooks right on the ear. That's what dropped. That's what dropped Josh Taylor. If that's Catterall's missus, then she looks okay. She gets the Rafi stamp of approval in the looks department. OMG. Okay, we're in the 9th round. Oh, Josh Taylor pushes Catterall. Oh, this is beautiful. This is jabs. This is jabs from Catterall and the close quarter stuff, the hooks from Josh Taylor. OMG, I had a feeling. Ooh. That's why I went live. I wasn't going to go live. Uppercut from Josh Taylor. Oh, flicking jab from Catterall. Flicking jab. I like it. Josh Taylor trying to hold a man's head down and then catch him with a hook on the way out. Dirty stuff from Josh Taylor. I got to call it like I see it. I'm sorry for Josh Taylor fans. I just got to be honest. He's fighting hella dirty tonight. And very crafty, hitting on the break. We saw Lomachenko do that. Oh, using shoulder shrugs. When is he going to get a point deduction? Using shoulder shrugs. I thought it was boxing. He's trying to knock the man out with his shoulder, with his bony shoulder blade. Talking about Josh Taylor. Okay, they're looking at each other, trying to feel for the punch, and once again, dirty tactics from Josh Taylor. Sorry, folks, but I got to call it like I see it. Leaning on the back of his head, and then when he pops up, trying to catch him with a hook. So he's trying to capitalize from a dirty position. He's trying to capitalize from a foul position. You heard what I said? That's an uppercut from Josh Taylor when they're in close. Can't apologize for telling the truth. The truth is the truth. Oh, my God, that's a headbutt. I hope that's not a game changer. It's a headbutt. Accidental clash of heads. Josh Taylor went in. Josh Taylor went in with the head. Catterall really feeling the pace now. The pace might do him. Can Catterall hold on? Because this is a hectic pace and Josh Taylor's conditioning might come through. I don't know who the hell's winning this fight. I know who's winning the fight. I don't know who's winning this round. This has been a nip and tuck. I'm going to have to give it to Josh Taylor, though. I think. Yeah, I'm going to have to give this one to Josh Taylor, even though he's used dirty tactics throughout. The referee stops the clock and brings them together, gives them both a thorough talking to. I guess he said, I want to take a point off somebody next foul. Josh Taylor gets in with a jab and one to the body. Catterall finishes with a left hook over the top. That round, I believe, goes to Josh Taylor from Scotland. Okay, that's the 9th round, 10-9. Okay, let's see what people are saying. Josh got dropped. Might be quids says Thomas McGregor. Yeah, sorry about that. John's been sucked out the tail. He's in trouble. Catterall is a smooth cat. Has to go to war. Oh, have mercy. OMG. It's the Catterall. It's the Josh Taylor versus Catterall on the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Live. And Catterall's winning by a significant margin. And we're into round 10. Okay, Josh Taylor with the dirty stuff again. Hitting on the break. It's dirty stuff. One now, clean it up. Okay, jab. Josh Taylor misses, then one to the body, hits. Okay, Catterall goes in with the left hook, connects. Catterall with his back against the ropes, now it comes off. Josh Taylor trying to keep it close because Catterall is too elusive for him at a distance. Clinch again. Another clinch. More clinching. Instigated by Josh Taylor. Now Josh Taylor's holding on to Catterall's leg. Madness. Okay, the action resumes. Left hook by Catterall. Jab by Catterall connects. I think Catterall's getting a bit tired now. He clinches. Well, he doesn't clinch. He gets him in a headlock. Oh, my gosh. He's going to take a point off Catterall. That's wrong. That's rude. That's rude. That's rude. Josh Taylor's been the dirtier fighter. That's rude. That's rude. That's very, very rude. Very, very rude. Taylor's been the dirtier fighter. Catterall comes in with the right, left. Yeah, what's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? Referee calls them together again. He's pointing at Catterall. He's pointing at Catterall. He was holding Josh Taylor's glove like he was going to take a point off him and then doesn't. Taylor comes in with the peekaboo style, comes in low. And now Catterall, that's a nice body shot from Taylor. And now Catterall might be hesitant to clinch. Well, now Taylor clinches. Now what's he going to do now? Headlock. What's he going to do now? What's he going to do now? Oh, now it's getting messy. Now it's getting messy. Now it's getting messy. Uppercut from Catterall. Just seems okay. Overhand left hook from Catterall. Josh Taylor clean headlocks again. Headlocks again. Left hook or right hook, sorry, from Josh Taylor, and then they clinch. This is going to come down to the wire. This is going to be really close on the scorecards now, maybe, because of that point deduction, but not really, because, yeah, that's the 10-8 round. So the knockdown was irrelevant now, because that's would have been a round for Josh Taylor, 10-9 round, but with the point deduction, it's a 10-8 round. So that rules out the knockdown earlier on, cancels it out. When Josh Taylor's been the dirtier fighter, that was unjust. That was a 10th round, 10-8 round for Josh Taylor because of the referee points deduction. OMG. Yeah, headbutt. That seemed unfair to me. Seemed unfair to me. We're going into the 11th round. Going into the 11th round. Okay, they've stalled around because there's too much Vaseline on Josh Taylor's eye. And now the round resumes. We're in the 11th round. 2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. And Catterall is in the lead on the scorecard. So my scorecard, I believe. Okay. But the referee tightened it up a little bit when he took a point off Jack Catterall in the 10th round for holding or whatever. Whereas Josh Taylor has been the dirtier fighter throughout the fight, hitting behind the head, clinching, headlocks, leaning on the opponent, all of that stuff. But Jack Catterall is the one who got the point deduction. Rather unfair. Excuse me. But Josh Taylor is in the ascendancy. He's coming back strong. He won the last round. Okay. Josh Taylor looks the fresher of the two. Comes in with a jab and goes for a big left hook, which fortunately for Catterall missed by a whisker. He saw it coming. He's timing Josh Taylor very well, but Josh Taylor is in the ascendancy. Catterall is slowing down, whereas Josh Taylor is getting an energy boost. Josh Taylor's going to win the remaining rounds. He won the 10th round. I think he's going to win this 11th round. Then he's going to win, and I suspect he's going to win the 12th. So it's going to be real tight on the scorecards. Now the referee has taken 1 point away. I don't know. I don't do my tally until the end of the fight, so I don't know who's winning. I think Catterall's winning, but I don't know because I haven't done the tally. I'll only do the tally at the end of the 12th. So it's a mystery to me. Fight's getting progressively messy. Catterall is tired, even though I believe he's ahead on the cards. And Josh Taylor is getting stronger. But Catterall's painting him right now. One to the head, one to the body. Taylor's making it as dirty as possible. Falls down on top of Catterall. Referee wipes both their gloves off. Double jab from Catterall. Catterall's found a little bit of speed. Nice jab again. Nice burst of speed from Catterall, but will it be enough to win the round? It's the end of the round. 1 point from Josh Taylor. Excellent. Thank you. Fantastic. Josh Taylor punches Catterall after the ring, after the bell, and excellent justice is served. Now we're going to get a proper scorecard. So 11, I was going to give that to Josh Taylor, but now it's 10-9. It's 10-9 for Catterall. Yes. Justice has been served. Justice has been served. Point deduction for Josh Taylor. So now they've each had a point deduction. Okay, and this is the final round. And I think Jack Catterall is ahead on my scorecards. Okay, double jab from Josh Taylor misses, jab from Catterall connects. This is interesting. Jack Catterall could be the undisputed junior welterweight champion. in one fight. Unbelievable. Okay, they clinched. Josh Taylor, the more active, went in with a hook there and a hook to the head and a hook to the body. And now he's the aggressor right now. And they clinched again. Oh, yes. Nice 1-2 from Catterall. But then gets, ironically, his punch rocks Josh Taylor's head as he closes in, and he gets headbutted, accidental headbutt with Josh Taylor's head recoiling, coming forward after the recoil. Okay, they're measuring each other up here. Josh Taylor throws a punch, misses, and clinches. Josh Taylor's been the one initiating the clinches. Okay. Josh Taylor catches him with a little tap of a right punch. You don't know what kind of punch. Oh, and then Josh Taylor hits on the break while the referee's separating them. Josh Taylor hits on the break. Dirty stuff from Josh Taylor. Okay, Josh Taylor hits him with a jab, gets one in return. Josh Taylor hooks to the body, blocked by the gloves of Catterall. We're in the last minute of the final round, the final minute of the final round. 6:55 seconds remaining. Another hook from Taylor. Catterall initiates this clinch with 40 seconds remaining of the final round. Another fight. Oh, uppercut right, left uppercut right from Catterall. Lands on the face of Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor closes in on him. Tries to get a headlock, but Catterall stands up tall and it don't work. And he does it again. Tries to get a headlock, but the Catterall counters that by standing up straight. That takes the headlock off when you're wearing gloves anyway. Ha ha ha! And the new. Josh Taylor holds his hand up, but it ain't that. It's and the new. And the new. And the new. In my opinion, most likely, Taylor point deduction. Yeah. And the new. And the new. Let me put that. Where's my pen? What time to lose my pen? Oh, it's there. What a time to lose my pen. Oh, it's there. Okay, so that was, 12th round. That was, who won the 12th round? Who won the 12th round? Damn. Yeah. Catterall outlanded him, outpunched him by a significant margin. And the new. I don't know. I might have give that round. Damn, that was so close. Who do you give that round to? Flipping hell. And the new. I'm going to go Catterall again. 9, 10. Okay, let's do the scores up. Let's add the scores. Let me do it. Let me get my scorecard in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's 120. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 1, 5. I got 115 for Catterall. 120, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. 111 to 115 on the Rafi scorecard. OMG. Catterall versus Taylor. What a beautiful fight. What a beautiful fight. I'm glad I went live for this. I felt it in my water. Ben Davidson loses a champion. Ben Davidson loses a champion. OMG. OMG. If told you what you got on the Rafi scorecard. It's 111 to 115 according to the Rafi scorecard. What was I trying to do? I was trying to do something. Oh. Wow. We're going to wait now. 111, 115 to 111 to Jack Catterall. So let's see. We go to the judges' scorecard for the official decision. Howard Foster. 113, 112 Catterall. How the hell could it have been that close? $114, $111 Taylor. That's bloody terrible. Bloody terrible. $113, $112. And still, that's horrible. That's fucking horrible. That's horrible. That is horrible. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm utterly disgusted. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Josh Taylor just got beat. That's unbelievable. But yet, he's been awarded the fight. That's terrible. That is absolutely horrible. Horrible. And he's stolen the belts. That's what we thought. That's what we thought. That's a load of crapola by Ward. That's terrible. I don't understand those scores. That's terrible. Everybody knew. Everybody knew Catterall had won. That's horrible. The punch stats were shown, and they are very, very wide for Catterall. That's horrible. Catterall's just walking out the ring. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. Oh, Lord. That's horrible. Josh Taylor got beat by a significant margin. Everybody knew. Significant margin. Significant margin. That's horrible, man. That's horrible. Even the commentators are saying it's strange. You know what they're like? You know, they like the house guy, but even they were saying, well, you know, it's pretty obvious who's won. It's pretty obvious who's won. That's horrible. Oh dear, I hate to see that. I hate to see that. I absolutely hate to see that. What was I trying to do? Oh, that's what I was trying to do. That's utterly terrible. The punch stats were shown. And Catterall won by a significant margin. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Horrible. Everyone is aghast. Everyone's shell-shocked. Johnny Nelson saying I gave Josh Taylor 4 rounds. This is disgusting. Disgusting robbery. Yeah, I'm writing. I'm changing the title of this shiznix. Disgusting. Right, where is it? How do I change the title? It's a turn off for the casual fans, of course. Of course it's a turn off. How do I? Disgusting robbery. Taylor versus Catterall. Disgusting robbery. Let me write that now. Disgusting robbery. Terrible robbery. We should be celebrating how good a performance the Catterall had. We should be standing here talking about a new world champion and we don't get to do that. Terrible robbery. Absolutely. Yeah. Both of the commentators have just said it's disgusting robbery. It's disgusting. They both said it. It's horrible robbery. It's horrible, man. It's horrible, man. I mean, oh, Josh Taylor's delusional. He's saying 100% he thought he kept hold of his belt, but he would say that. He probably felt that, but that's not the truth. It's not the truth. It's a horrible robbery. That's the truth. Horrible robbery. Horrible. Horrible. This week, this couple of weeks, we've been my homecoming the first time in, 3 years, the first time since lockdown and all that. Horrible. Pressure on myself for being the heavy favourite, and it showed in the first half of the fight. So once I got my rhythm, I started catching with the bigger shots and catching them out. Horrible. Horrible, man. I believe I got the win 100% of the win. But Jack did better up. He said he believes he got the win 100%. I don't really blame him because he's delusional right now. I'm not sure, I could just put a little bit too much pressure on myself, We're being the heavy favourite. Terrible robbery. That's what it was. That's what we saw. That's what it is. That's what it was. That's what it is. That's a horrible robbery. Horrible. So I know I won the fight, but it wasn't a little bit close, but I know I won the fight. Josh Taylor. You don't score the fight. The general consensus online, I know those guys don't matter. The general consensus online was that Jack Catterall was unlucky not to leave it with the belt tonight. He put up a good fight, that's for sure. But he never won the fight. And he knows he never won the fight. So he knows he won the fight. Everybody knows he won the fight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 after the fight, I started taking over. So it was my best performance. Catterall. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Terrible. What is going on wrong with the game? Robberies like these. Well, I don't know. If you can't win properly, and to me, that's terrible. This will go down in the annals of history as a robbery. Yeah, they showed the punch. They showed the punch at the end. I saw the punch stats on the Sky Sports broadcast. Or is that way too much of a problem now that you couldn't do it again, even if you had to? Well, see how it goes. I don't think there's any need for a Josh Taylor says, you see, there we go. I don't think there's any need for a rematch. I think I won the fight. Obviously, he's seeing it the way he sees it through his eyes, but when he sees the replays, perhaps he'll understand. They clearly lost that fight. OMG. Shelton Moore, talk to me. What the hell just happened?
This is the guy you want to put in the ring with Bud Crawford. This guy? The guy we just saw?
Who, that guy?
Yeah, that guy. Don't do it. That guy gets stopped within 7 rounds.
That guy's not the guy we saw against Pedraza. Is that the same guy we saw against Pedraza though?
No, that's not the same guy we saw against Ramirez or Prograis. That's not the same guy.
Not
Who
the
is
same
that guy?
Who's this guy? Who's this
That
guy?
was a robbery. What hurts so much is the fact that we know that Catterall worked so hard and he put all the work in.
That's it.
And to get it taken from you.
That's
You didn't
it.
get beat.
I
They
hate
took
that.
it from you.
I hate that.
Come on.
You know, a man works his ass off. That's what we say over there. Works his butt off. You say over there. And you just want to see a man get his fair shake. You just want to see a man get a fair shake. You do a day's work, you want to see a man get a day's pay. You train your ass off for a fight and you win the fight. You want to see that man get his hand raised. It's only right. It's only right. But you know, Taylor got a home cooked decision, but that took a hell of a lot of seasoning and the spices to help it go down. That was just outrageous. That was a clear win by Jack Catterall. And excuse me for a second, I gotta charge my phone. One moment. Talk to me.
114, 111 on one card with the point deduction. Come on, man. You got what? I mean, god damn, man. Really?
Well, it was 2 point deductions.
Because, come on, man.
Because
really?
they both canceled each other out because it was 2 point deductions.
Yeah, they canceled each other out. You're right. But still, 114, 111. I don't know if I had to fight. Honestly, because I had a little bias going in because I know how the judges are. They in Scotland, so I kind of knew how it was. I had to fight 7-5 for Catterall.
Yeah.
7-5.
Yeah, I got there was a 4 to 5 round margin on my scorecard in favor of Catterall.
Yeah, I had it like 7-5. I could even win 6-5-1 even. I could have won 6-5-1 even.
There was definitely chances of even rounds in that fight. Definitely.
Yeah, but it was Catterall's fight. Catterall won the fight clearly. Should have been a unanimous decision for Catterall.
It clearly. My scorecard was 111, 115. So what's that? That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a 4 round.
Yes, you had 8-4.
Yeah, that's an 8-4. And that's what most people are saying. Most people are saying it's an 8-4. That's what most people are saying. So how the hell?
I just hate to see that young man work his ass off all those weeks, train, stay away from his family, sacrifice, just to have some people in suits take it from you. That's just sickening.
That's disgraceful. That's totally disgraceful.
I guess that's why Hagler said, I'm never leaving it to the judges again. Hagler said, I'm not leaving it in the hands of no judges.
How the hell that happened? We watched it happen before our eyes. We were all saying, yep, Catterall won. There's not one dissenting voice nowhere. Not one dissenting voice nowhere. And when they came out with that, when it came to the last, when the first judge, the middle judge, when the second judge, it was announced that he'd awarded it to Taylor. I said, "Oh boy,
Here we go.
Here we go. That's what I thought. And sure enough, the last judge had it something like 112, 113. I said, no way in hell was the fight that close. And I had a feeling.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Coming off of this performance, can you sell the Crawford fight?
Yes, easily now, because there's so many question marks. Hold on. You're talking about it. Hold on. What weight are we talking about? Welterweight? Because he's going to look better.
Can you sell the Crawford fight at 47?
He's going to look better at welterweight. You know that, though.
I don't. I never had him winning anyway, even the very best Josh Taylor. But now, he don't make it past 8. But stop it.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Ben Shalom's talking. He said it's embarrassing. Hold on. Oh, Shalom said he feels embarrassed. Okay, so he's very clear. He's not missing his words. He's very clear. That's BS. Let me listen to. 115, 110 says Spencer Oliver. That's another pundit. It's like the whole boxing world saying this is BS. Even the Sky Sports people, they're not buttering it up. They're just saying it like they see it. Everybody's disgusted. Wow. Well, at least there's no BS going on. People are just saying they're embarrassed. Conclusive win.
This should have been a historic night for British boxing. Imagine Jack Catterall coming into Scotland and taking all 4 belts.
Yeah, that one's bad, man. I hope we get I hope we don't have this problem tonight. You know. Oh, you guys don't? Do you guys get the fights tonight?
Boy, that's like a 4 a.m. for us. Rafi gonna be sleeping.
Yeah, Rafi be sleeping.
Rafi gonna be sleeping with his hot cocoa.
Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting it's an 8-hour difference.
Yeah,
it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock at night over there.
Yeah, it's 11:15 over 11:13 right now over here. Yeah. It'll be 4 a.m. by the time them fights over there get started. But right about now, this is disgraceful.
Well, I'll be back on your next live to let you know how Gary Antoine did and how Chris Colbert did, brother.
Hey, brother, that was the Shelton Moore.
Thanks,
always the more, nevertheless. Shelton, appreciate that. Okay. What's going on? What are people saying up in here? It's a good thing the Rafi went live because I had a feeling there was going to be an upset. I had a feeling, never really talked about it because, to be honest, I'm not really an aficionado on Jack Catterall. But just due to the way he conducted himself, he was always calm and composed. And I thought, this kid here, I think, yeah, he could make something happen. He could make something happen, and he certainly did. He won the fight by a significant margin. Josh Tyler busted up eye. You can't make a case for a victory. At least the Sky people, they're telling it like it is. I'm thoroughly disgusted. You see a man work for something. You put the work in, and he didn't get the just rewards. And it's not like it was close. It was a clear victory. That's so horrible to see. Horrible, man. Ben Shalom says he wants an inquest. And if there's not an inquest, it's going to harm the sport. Yeah. Yeah. Those judges, Spence Oliver saying those judges need to go before the board. Ben Shalom said he stood there worried that this might happen, and it did. Wow. Horrible. Horrible. Everybody ringside is saying the same thing. It's horrible. It's horrible for boxing what just happened. What we just witnessed is horrible for boxing. Horrible. Yeah, I very rarely use the word, but I deliberately used it in the new title of this piece. Taylor versus Catterall, terrible robbery. Maybe I should put. Terrible robbery. It's not Josh Taylor's fault. He wasn't a judge, but those judges, their heads need to roll. Someone has to be accountable for this. Damn it, yeah. Natasha Jones saying somebody needs to take responsibility for this. Yeah. They said the judges have to go up before the board, and they damn well should. They didn't have to do it. They didn't have to do this. Were they paid off? Was money exchanged, or were they just too scared to award the win to the guy who really won? It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me.
We can say that he didn't box well, but Jack didn't let him do that. You know, you did Jamie with the instructions, and he just listened to the plan and executed the plan perfectly. So,
Criminal.
Yeah, he boxed. I feel like we've never seen the best Jack because he's never had to. So he just does what
I hate boxing because of this crapola.
Be there and better, and that's what we saw.
Did I see what happened? What happened?
But in this case, I feel like that won't be any kind of consolation for Jack Catterall. What do you think, Johnny?
Catterall got a knockdown, dominated rounds.
Would they put him in as their number one to say, you know, we are some, there you have that. I don't know. When you see stuff like that, you can never.
Catterall got robbed. Bad call.
Should that be Josh Taylor's last fight at this weight, do you think?
It probably will be.
Taylor got dominated. Complete robbery.
Something that I'm sure will
Criminal.
go on, and quite rightly should do as well. Johnny,
Peaceful defiance says 100%. What were those judges watching? Gazza the random reviewer.
Make sure you join us.
Watching the paychecks. That was disgraceful. I don't understand. I don't understand. If they weren't paid off, what was that all about? Why did they do that? If they weren't paid off? It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Yeah, it was a great fight. It was a great advert. Well, it was a dirty fight. Let's face it. Josh Taylor was very dirty in this fight. If we're doing a breakdown, he was very dirty. Never seen him so dirty. Maybe he knew that he just didn't have it tonight, for whatever reason. Jack deserves a rematch at the very least. Yeah. And it's not to say that Josh couldn't win a rematch. I think if Josh Taylor starts earlier, then of course he can win a rematch. He didn't get in his groove, and that's credit to Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall didn't let him get in his groove. Jack Catterall, I call him the silent assassin because he does his work very quietly. And he very quietly made it very awkward with his style for Josh to land anything clean on the outside. So Josh started to get desperate very early on and started fighting dirty very, very early on. That's another reason why. One, he lost the fight, so he shouldn't be champion. And two, he was very dirty, so he shouldn't be champ. So, you know, that gets him. That doesn't get him my vote as champion. Champion shouldn't be so dirty. You should be so sufficiently skilled that you don't have to be that dirty. Doesn't always work out that way. I understand. He runs 2-1-4-7. Got no choice. Terrible robbery. It would have been at least fair. A draw, or for Jack for the win. Yeah, a draw would have been bad too. He didn't earn a draw, in my humble opinion. Catterall got the blueprint too. He does have the blueprint. Tio needed those judges on the Convulsors fight. He needed them badly. One hell of a mystery. What the hell motivated the judges to do what they did? Rob Jack Catterall. Robbery going on as we speak. It's happened. It's happened. Yeah, when I heard the second card, I thought, uh-oh. And then when I heard the third card, what was it? 13-12, I thought, no, that's going to be for Josh Taylor. I knew it. This result should be overturned and a rematch ordered. You know, it should be, but damn, it should be overturned. It should be. They should just review the damn scorecards and give it to the guy who won it, which was Catterall. Yeah, all up in the video. Boxing Logics United up in the building. I gave the fight to Jack Catterall 8-4. Let me drop the link in the chat in case Myron wants to chat. Boom. Okay. Link is up in the chat. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat, the ref is feeling a little bit hoarse. Just going to go and grab myself a cold beverage. Un momento, mami, slow your tempo. Rafi almost had a panic attack when he couldn't see the beverage of his choice. The cold beverage of his choice. We on the pineapple KA. Where is it? What camera am I on? Where are we? It's the pineapple KA. Catch that? Can you dig that? Can you see that? Can you picture that? Okay, not very well. Not very well. Okay. Madness has happened. How did he lose? He didn't lose. He didn't lose. Dirty judging. The judges need to be investigated. Everybody in the auditorium, everybody everywhere, everybody who saw the fight knew Jack Catterall won and Josh Taylor lost. Just plain as day. Excuse me. Let's have a look. See what's going on. What's that 1 hour mark? Damn, that's a lot to pack. That's a lot of stuff to pack in 1 hour. That's a lot of action for 1 hour. It's crazy. It's totally crazy. Where we at? Let's have a look. See what's going on. Something I want to do. See what's going on. Dang. It's a bit late. Let me see. Hey, I'll tell you something. These judges need to be investigated. They need to have the book thrown at them. That's some dirty business right there. The stench. Excuse me. The stench and the odor of this decision is entirely intolerable. Entirely intolerable, entirely unacceptable. Unacceptable. The Iron Kong is up in the building. Talk to me, the Iron Kong.
Independence for Scotland. What's up, Rafi?
This is some. I take it. Did you? I take it you watched the fight, tuned in.
Yeah. I went through my 60 pop-ups and I got a dodgy stream and I watched it. I had Catterall winning the fight, but then at the end I could see it coming, and I predicted a split for Josh because I said If Catterall lets it get any closer, lets it get too close, he's gonna lose this fight. So when the fight was done, I went off and I was doing something in the kitchen, and I didn't hear the cards, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a split for Josh because I know how the storyline is going to go.
Yeah.
And then when I came back and I look at the cards, I'm like, there's a 114-111 for Josh Taylor. Y'all are crazy.
Disgraceful.
But I predicted it's going to be a split decision for Josh. That's just how it's going to go. That's just how it's going to go. I don't know what to say. So
horrible. Absolutely horrible. Horrible.
Whenever you let a fight go to the judge's hands, I mean, basically, you did yourself a disservice in a way. But in my opinion, it wasn't that close. But I think it was it Tim Brandley doing the call, and he kept saying Jack Catterall's body language is going to work against him. And people were like, oh, what is he talking about on social media? I was like, he has a point. When you have like a body language, like you're being walked down or whatever, some people take that to mean like you're hurt or something.
Well, Josh Taylor, his energy grew towards the end, and Jack Catterall was getting tired, and there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
If you're getting tired, you're getting tired. There ain't nothing you can do about that. You're tired, You're tired. He was tired. Exactly. The man was tired, but he was entitled to be tired. My response to Andre Ward, I think it was, my response to Andre Ward or Timothy Bradley, whoever the hell it was, is that, when you're tired, you're tired. And he was tired, and there was no shame in being tired. He got tired because he put the work in.
Them guys act like, when they're behind the mic, like as if like, I'm Superman. I'm this. I would have never done this. I'm like,
they never got tired. They never got tired. They never dropped their hands. They never had awkward body language. They forget.
I don't know. But as I said, I was in a little back chat here with my guys, and I said, split decision, Josh. Josh let it get. Sorry, Jack got it. Let it get a little too close, and they're going to call it a split for Josh, and that's what happened.
Well, I had him 4 rounds. I had Catterall 4 rounds ahead, and I don't know I mean, so I could see somebody having, but men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The punch stats are up. The punch stats are out there. The punch stats are very clear and unambiguous.
Oh no, he punched up Josh Taylor. He punched him up. So he took him to school. Left hands all night, just giving him that work, and he was just like.
I saw a couple of backhands.
Yeah, giving him that walk, 3-punch combinations, dropping him. I was like, and he still lost the fight. So,
oh my gosh, that's horrible. Man,
that's horrible. What are you gonna do?
That's horrible. That's economic. That's horrible economically as well, because you just beat one of only 2 4-belt undisputed fighters currently out there. You beat one of them. And you're not going to get the financial, you're not going to get the rewards which you were due by way of beating one of the 2 current undisputed fighters.
Yep.
You beat one of the 2. You were going to get rewarded for that. Financially, commercially, maybe even in the love life, you were gonna get rewarded for that, and that's been all been taken away. All been taken away.
I mean, now you go in the back room and you gotta wonder, like, what do I do with my career? Because it's like this big energy dump, because it's like you sure you have it in the bag, and then nothing. It's not like this is a fight like it's a non-title fight, close fight with some domestic guy or whatever. This is the top of the top of the top. Not 1 belt, not 2. This is all. And now you're in the back and you're probably wondering, what the hell do I do? Do I even continue boxing? Because if I can box like that and lose, what?
What the hell? Where do you go from there? Where do you go from there? That's gonna be, the man is gonna be absolutely heartbroken, and understandably so. It's gonna be heartbroken and understandably so. You did what no one expected you to do. You beat the man fair and square. The men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The numbers are there. You beat him hands down. There can't be any quibbling. Can't be any quibbling about the matter. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The punch stats are there. You beat the man by a significant margin to the eye test. You beat him numerically. But the judges, two of the judges, they have it as, you know, you lost. You lost in a close fight, and the fight wasn't even close. It's like,
That's rough, Rafi. I don't, you know, my condolences to Jack Catterall right now, because man, it's not like he has a big enough name where, okay, it was like I lost the fight and it's close, but it's gonna set me up for big fights because my name is big. He doesn't have no big name. He doesn't have no. You know, Jack Catterall is not no well-known guy outside of maybe his hometown. Not no well-known guy. So it's not like he gonna go on from this and get no big fight out of this. He's not.
No.
You know, people might want to stay away from him now.
People will be more inclined to stay away. I was just gonna say. People are gonna be more inclined to stay away. I was just gonna say. So you know, he ends up. It's you listen. The only victory he's got out of this is the moral victory. The people know Jack Catterall won. People know Jack Catterall won, hands down. No equivocation, no quibbling rather. But he got terribly, dare I say, screwed by the judges. But people are outraged. Even the promoter, Ben Shalom, he says that he's embarrassed. This is embarrassing. This is an embarrassment for boxing. He said, I was standing there and I thought this could happen. And I stood there and it did happen. He said there should be an inquiry. The judges have to be held to account. So everybody, even the Sky, you know how they're like, I had to turn their commentary all the way down last time when they said that Amir Khan was stalking Brooke. Meanwhile, Amir Khan was getting battered on the ropes. So even they, to a man, to a woman, were all of one accord in the belief, in the understanding, in the perception that Catterall had clearly won that fight, and it was an embarrassing disgrace to the sport of boxing. That those judges, those two of those judges, returned the disgraceful cards, which they did. Totally disgraceful.
Yeah, man. I don't know. But I mean, in boxing, we've seen a lot of these decisions, a lot, and it's not getting no better. And nobody's ever held to no account. We've seen in America white supremacist judges. I mean, we've seen that for the WBA. So, and we've seen these terrible decisions, and people try to pin it on like one promotional company or one end of the panda or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's just boxing as a sport. It's just, and that's why in MMA people used to call for open scoring. Like,
yes.
Let people see your cards.
Yeah.
Every round.
Yes.
Let people see. Let the fighters see. Let the corners see, so they can see where they're at. Because people need to see.
People need to see. People, you know, maybe people could have seen what was gonna come. I mean, I was in here. Hold on a second. Let me check out. Let me check this out. What's that? 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Open scoring. I don't know, man. We just need an inquest. We need an inquest. In fact, I'll put that in the title as well. I'll modify the title. An inquest is a must. What is it called? What's the title now? Josh Taylor versus Jack Catterall. Terribly robbery. Inquest demanded. Yeah, it's Ben Shalom. Ben Shalom said there should be an inquest. Inquest demanded. That's what I'm going to put in there. This madness is crazy, I tell you. Crazy, I tell you.
The thing is, no judges will get held accountable. You know, I've heard promoters before call for judges to be hauled in front of the board and all this other nonsense. Nothing happens, Rafi. Nothing happens.
Well, no, nothing happens. I can't remember so many people being of one accord, being in agreement that they had just witnessed a robbery. I haven't heard a dissenting voice other than Andre Ward, who, as a commentator, I don't really take too seriously. I'm sorry to say. I don't really take him too seriously.
Oh, man.
Ward had Taylor winning. Ward, no, I don't take him seriously. I'm sorry. No, just no. Almost to a man, to a woman, everyone had Jack Catterall winning that fight, and what a splendid and marvelous spectacle it was. But two judges had to go and spoil it. Their names are out there, the familiar names, their household names in the referee game.
Man, 114, 111.
Wasn't it? Was 114, 111. Wow. I'd love to see. Oh, we're going to see the scorecards, aren't we? We're going to get to see the scorecards. That's going to be very interesting viewing, because that was just outrageous. That was simply outrageous, indefensible. Can't make head nor tail of it.
I'll tell you one thing, though, Rafi. Two things I should say.
Yeah.
Before the fight, at the weigh-ins, I said Josh Taylor looks awful. Don't look good at 140. Watching the fight, Terrence Crawford would knock Josh Taylor clean out.
Yeah.
Clean out.
Yeah. With Taylor being at junior welterweight.
Terrence Crawford would clean out this guy.
Yeah. But if he moves up to welterweight, then that won't be the same Josh Taylor we just saw. Because this wasn't the Josh Taylor of the Pedraza fight.
I hear you. I mean, the Ramirez fight wasn't
Ramirez fight. Yeah.
I'm saying to you, Josh Taylor doesn't move his head. He just comes forward. I don't know what he would, but Terrence Crawford will clean this dude up. I'm sorry. I think Terrence Crawford will clean him up. But hopefully he moves up and Josh Catterall can fight somebody for a belt. He can be placed back into maybe a number one spot or something.
Yeah, hopefully.
A mandatory and get the shot.
Yeah, hopefully. Definitely, hopefully. Because we have just witnessed an injustice. How is Josh Taylor going to look against Terrence Crawford? People say, my opinion is, he's going to look better than he did tonight, because this has to be the last fight that Josh Taylor has at the junior welterweight division. The next time we see him, I put it to members of the jury, the listeners, the panelists. Next time we see Josh Taylor is going to be at welterweight, probably hopefully straight in with Terrence Crawford. But cautionary note, it's not going to be the Josh Crawford we saw tonight. It's going to be a hydrated Josh Taylor. It's going to be more in line with the Josh Taylor we saw against Ramirez and others. So that's going to be a different Josh Taylor and maybe a different story. That's something that we're going to be talking about in the days, weeks, and months approaching. But definitely it ain't gonna be this Josh Taylor. It's gonna be the previous Josh Taylor, and so that's gonna make it a bit more interesting. What's going on in the chat? 114, 111. Guess they gave Taylor the knockdown instead of Jack.
Facts.
This fight proves money trumps facts and justice. Not a shock to me, sadly. Paul Evans up in the building. What up, Rafi? I sat here and I had Taylor to win, but he lost. End of. Taylor has struggled the last 4 fights using laxatives and cider vinegar. OMG. Big 4. OMG. Cider vinegar. That's just 5'11". Is he that tall? Is he really 5'11"? That's tall. That's tall. Yeah, I think he's drained himself one time too many. But full credit goes out to Catterall because he capitalized and from where we are won the fight. Uncle.
What happened there?
Somebody's calling uncle, bro. I don't know who the uncle is.
Oh, maybe he wanted to say Aaron Kong. I don't know.
Oh, no, he did say Aaron Kong. He said uncle as well, but who's the uncle? That's right.
I don't know.
Kent S up in the building. Long time listener.
We missed the can.
Well, the can has been kidnapped. I still haven't received the ransom note, but I know he's out there somewhere. I know the can's out there somewhere.
One day, make it back home.
One day, gonna make it back home. One day, might even change address by then. Might have the house by the beachfront by then. Might have the beach hut by then. Back in the Caribbean.
That's right.
I know that can. I know I've not seen that can for the last time. Something tells me the can's gonna reappear one day. I at least expect it. But in the meantime, we just have to settle for the belt. The belt's my new sidekick. Kent S comes through. Long time supporter of the channel from the very beginning. Remember when I started, I only had 34 subscribers, and somebody about that time I was just leaving the boxing voice, and somebody said, "Rafi, you've only got 34 subscribers," and I was shocked and jubilated because the last time I looked, I only had 12. So I'd gone up like something like 66%. I was so happy. So happy. Kent was here from back in them days. Josh stuck to his word. Remember, Jack stepped aside to let Josh do Undisputed. He didn't want to not give Josh his shot. He didn't expect what came. What came was he got his ass whooped. And then Jack Catterall got robbed, but the whole world sees it. The whole world knows it. I don't really know. Yeah, respect to you, Kent S.
Yes, peace, Kent.
Most definitely. I don't really think there's anything. I don't know. There's nothing else that I can say. That was outrageous. That was disgraceful. But Rafi.
The thing is, Rafi,
yeah,
it's not even like, okay, like it was a very, very close fight, and you favor one fighter, say, "Oh, my fighter got robbed," or whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it really wasn't like it was not a close fight. It wasn't like a fight of like one guy won like a half the fight, and next guy came on strong in the next half. There was a knockdown. I mean, so it's not like Catterall won the first 5, then
and faded away.
Taylor comes back and wins the next 5. and it comes down to the last 2 rounds or whatever, and some people just throwing around the robbery word too loosely. It wasn't close. It really wasn't close.
It was not.
So somebody has to explain the 114, 111 to Taylor.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, and to me, and to everybody, and to Catterall. You know, they gotta explain it. It's just clear, daylight, robbery, and there has to be an inquest. And Iron Kong, thank you very much. It's we've reached 12 minutes to the midnight hour. So I'm gonna lock this shiznix down. Thank you. Thanks goes out to the Iron Kong.
Hey, Rafi, peace and power to you, King Man.
100% likewise. We talk some more during the week, all being well. And that was the Iron Kong. 1, 2, 6. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. So we've seen what happened. We've seen the robbery. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw Ricky Hatton's son get smashed, but that was at rookie level. This time it's at world champion level, and it's so disappointing. But anyway, I'm going to save my energy for the next show, and the next show, and the next show. Much appreciation to everybody who took time out of their day to stop by. And much appreciation goes out to the Kent S for donation, becoming the sponsor of the show. So it's the Robbery, it's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Josh Taylor gets a decision, bogus decision, a robbery decision over Jack Catterall. And we are not amused. Okay. Tune in to Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. It's Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Bless it.